All right, so the Warriors end their preseason on a really, really good note, beating the Portland Trailblazers 119-97 at home. And I mean, I don't think the preseason is anything to get too excited about, but the Warriors finished 5-0 on it, and they looked really good in every single one of those games that they won. This night was all about Curry, and obviously, I don't think it's super wise to be playing, superstars in preseason, but Curry only played 3 quarters, and he scored 41 points, which is amazing. He's showing that he's still in that MVP form, and you can't doubt Curry. He's just amazing. Yeah, big win for the Warriors in the preseason, and it's the final game. It was kind of the dress rehearsal, final game before we really get things started. And the Warriors had kind of a slow start. They only scored 17 points in the first. They were down by 10 early, but they played really, really good in the second and the third. They destroyed Portland in the third and the second as well by a lot. Portland didn't look super good tonight, but albeit, they didn't really play many of their good players. They did all right, though, for the first quarter, but there was no Damian Lillard tonight, so kind of expected they'd lose. But Portland lost every preseason game so far. They're 0-4, and we're done with ours now. Curry played really good. Jordan Poole, continued to play good. He was the second leading scorer with 16 points. Nemanja Bjelica had a pretty good game coming off the bench with 12. Draymond had 10 points. I mean, the Warriors just played good tonight, and it was, a really good collective win to close out the preseason. And that first game of the season, the season opener, will be against the Lakers, and that's on Tuesday. I think we can beat them. The Lakers are a good team, but I think we're equally as good, if not better, just based on talent. And we're gonna play the Clippers for our home opener. I'll be at that game, which will be nice. And I mean, just a good one for the Warriors. Stephen Curry was playing like out of his mind today. He was shooting a lot of threes, making them, of course. They were just being smart with the ball. The Warriors, that's the thing. Their passing is something on a whole other level. You can talk about their shooting all you want, but they're a very unselfish team, and their defense is also really good. Wiggins is a pretty good defender, and a lot of other guys are just stepping up now and being, the next guy up in this preseason. Chioza did pretty good. He's been pretty solid. On defense, not much of a scorer though. Moses Moody had 9 points, which is nice. He was coming off the bench as well. I mean, Moses Moody is kind of a guy that, I'm kind of seeing as a very quick scorer. And he can come off the bench and put up 9 points in a very short amount of time. Iguodala played a little bit tonight, which was nice to see, back in his true form as a Warrior. And the Warriors took a lot of shots tonight, 101 shots. They were 44% shooting, which is pretty good. Their three-point percentage, not quite too good, but it was better than Portland. Portland really didn't shoot too well. I mean, like I said, they didn't have Lillard, who's their main shooter. The Warriors all preseason look good, and I think it's nothing to get too. You can't really brag about being a good preseason team, but I also think you want to be good in the preseason because the rosters are small enough to where it matters to an extent about the preseason because it is your real team minus a couple of guys, and Curry did play. It's not like the Warriors played their whole bench or anything, but I'm super ecstatic for the beginning of the year, and I think the Warriors have a legitimate shot to be a great team, based on the preseason and based on just looking at them. And this was a big win tonight, 119-97. There was really no doubt in my mind after the first half that they were going to lose. I mean, they played really, really good, pretty much that whole way through, and I like what I see. And I think the Warriors have a solid young core, and I'm excited for the regular season to come. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, go Warriors.